Look at this, Sagittarius. I started your reading and I'm pretty amazed that you've got this fiery card next to moving on and some major success with this World card. But look at this. The Sagittarius Temperance Angel card came up in this first pull. Hey, Chippy. So I am really excited to get into this reading, and apparently my dogs are too. So I'm going to jump right in. Hey, Chippy. Hey, Sparky. There you go, guys. They always like to join me for readings. So we're going to jump in and see what this is about. There's a lot of success and a lot of things moving forward, more peace, more happiness, and whoever this fiery King of Wands is, which may be you, maybe somebody very significant in your life. And I don't know if you can see my arms right now, I'm literally getting the goosebumps on this. So let's dive in, Sag, and see, because I think this reading is going to be a banger. All right, so let's see, what is it? What's coming up here? Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius need to know? And I'm sorry about the mowing. They arrived just when I sat down to do your reading. So hopefully the noise won't bother you. So there's something here about there's been a cloud with a silver lining, Sagittarius. I'm pretty excited about this. You too, Chippy? Okay. So a cloud with a silver lining and more peace. You can see the dove of peace, a lot of truth coming out. And I feel like this has to do with a King of Wands and also your really strong Sagittarius energy as well. I see you carrying some sort of heaviness at this time, and I feel like some of it has to do with memories. I mean, this is a card of career and success a lot of times, 10 of Wands. But when I look at this, I feel like you've been carrying, and this is in the crossing position, I feel like you've been carrying a heaviness about something. Almost like your family or somebody may have made you a scapegoat. There's something here about feeling like you're carrying generations of stuff on your back in some way. It's in the challenge position. We'll see. We'll see where that comes in. Okay. I do see you clearing that out because everything's coming full circle. Because remember, I got this World card earlier. So everything's coming full circle. Everything's like wrapping up for you to go higher. This is like onward and upward, Sagittarius. Oh yeah. Here's something on your mind that I feel like you're going to be really happy about. 4 of Wands. So this has to do with a celebration. It can have to do with marriages. It can have to do with putting down roots of some sort. Okay. I see it on your mind. It's in your energy at this time, Sag. Yeah, because you might be feeling trapped a little bit, or you're worried that if you put down roots, it will get you in some sort of a trap you can't get out of. Again, I think this goes to this old energy that I'm seeing that's creating a conflict right now, okay? But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. You might be considering moving. You might be considering buying a house or moving into a new house or a new location or even starting a new business. Look at this. Some of you have gotten some kind of a boost in money, some sort of an improvement with this Ace of Pentacles. This can be the jackpot card. So this is showing up in your past influences, but it may be active at this time as well, Sag. Some sort of a helping hand monetarily. Now, in your more immediate future, which I would say is today through I don't know, the next week or so, I see you waiting for ships to come in. We got 3 of Wands here, waiting for ships to come in, looking out on the horizon, trying to strategize. You know, Sagittarius can be a real organizer, strategizer, and you think ahead on things because you're always protecting yourself and others around you. So I do see this happening at this time, like you're looking out there, you know, like what are your options? Where are your opportunities? Where are the doors opening and that sort of thing? And from the looks of this, a lot of doors are going to be opening. So we've got the High Priestess in your more extended future. High Priestess is about psychic abilities. It's about using your intuition, maybe getting signs from the universe on which way you should go and things like that, okay? More extended future. So these two go hand in hand, new opportunities. All you have to do is kind of look for the signs, all right? Let's see other people's views of you at this time. Views of others. They're seeing you as very dedicated. They're seeing you as the Hierophant. They are viewing you, somebody's viewing you as very spiritual, very committed, very maybe close to God. You know, this could be the card of even churches and things like that, but usually Sagittarius is more, you know, nonconformist, you know, than that. But I'm just saying, someone's seeing you as really rooted in your spirituality at this time and very grounded and very dedicated. They also may be seeing you as a potential marriage partner, okay? We do have 2 marriage cards that came up here, Sag. This is what's on your mind, 4 of Wands and the Hierophant, both marriage cards. So let's go over to hopes and fears, and I'll go back and clarify. We'll get you more details, okay? Your hopes and fears is having to stand your ground, or some kind of struggle. Maybe you're struggling with somebody, or maybe you're struggling with yourself. This is 5 of Wands in hopes and fears. I don't think that's a hope. I think it's more, you know, reluctance to get into something that you might have to struggle with. And your final outcome is holding back. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. You might be holding back on money. You could be holding back on decisions. We'll see. So let's get you more details here, Sagittarius. I want to look at, let's look at who this King of Wands is first, okay? First card up, King of Wands. What is this for Sagittarius, please? King of Wands. King of Wands might be keeping you awake at night in some way. Okay, it could be causing a bit of sleeplessness. And again, I feel like it's coming from making decisions or something like that. Why is that? King of Swords. I feel like there have been so many bad experiences, Sag, with relationships, that you might be seeing this person as the actual King of Wands, but you're getting anxiety because you think it might be the King of Swords underneath. Because I feel like you've dealt with a lot of King of Swords who, you know, not that the King of Swords is bad, but it can be somebody who lacks emotions. You know, it can be somebody who can be kind of cold, and on a bad day, if he's reversed, cruel, you know. When you look at King of Wands, he's very magnetic, very charming, very successful, you know, in a leadership position a lot of times in whatever area of his life. But there's something about this giving you pause. Like you might be lying awake at night wondering about this, okay? So I see some of you wanting to get out of a situation. You could be wanting to get away from this person. Let's see. You might be wanting more peace. You might not want this person to disrupt your peace, but I think some of you are going through a major transition with this, with the King of Wands. So here's the Judgment card, all right? And it is clarifying 6 of Swords, which is moving towards more peace, wanting more tranquility. Major life changes around a King of Wands. Now let's look at your Sagittarius card, which the Temperance Angel came up in my initial pull. And it's clarified by the 3 of Cups, okay? So there's something here with celebration, and you also had a celebration here that's on your mind with this 4 of Wands. So we'll see where this goes, Sag. But super exciting. And I'll just remind you, anytime that your own card comes up in your own reading, especially right away, it's usually a really good sign of good luck, okay? And let's clarify the World card next. I love the World card. You know, it's all about ascension. It's all about rising above, onward and upward, Sagittarius. Success and everything coming full circle. And there's a lot of that right now. I feel it really strongly for you. Okay, what's coming full circle? It's clarified by the Devil card, okay? So let me clarify this a little more before I speak. Hold on a second. Because the Devil card has to do sometimes with bondage, toxic energy. So, All right, here's what it's saying. You may have had 3 people or 3 relationships or 3 family members. There's a 3. There's a 3 of Pentacles here, having to do with this devil energy. There could be 3 Capricorns. It's something about the number here that's getting resolved. So what's happening here is this toxic energy, this devil energy, or Capricorn energy is a separate thing, is getting resolved at this time. And I do see you moving towards more peace, okay? Major life changes. Major life changes. Interesting. You know, somebody's seeing you as very spiritual too. I mentioned that earlier with the Hierophant, and I'll get to this in a minute. But they're seeing you as very spiritual, you know, because you are. It's like you're on that path. You're very connected to spirit, and you're moving away from toxic energies and things like that. And it's also spiritual graduation. You know, when I see like the Hierophant as how people are seeing you and the World card, there's something here about spiritual graduation for you, and almost like getting away from whatever dealings you had with toxic people, or 3. Like I said, maybe there were 3 relationships that left you feeling like you just wanted away from all of it. You know, left you with some anxiety about anything new. Okay. So when we look at this Truth and Consequences card, this Ace of Swords, this is in your immediate future. We get the 2 of Cups. This is why this is all stirred up right now. There's potentially a new relationship coming in for you, Sagittarius, and I see you really wondering if you want that. Yeah, Truth and Consequences, for real. Let's ask about this heavy load that I got, that I feel like is actually generational for some reason. You know, I get more than what is in the cards. We'll see. Oh, yeah. 5 of Cups. I feel like, for one thing, there's been some grief recently that might have brought this up, or things that have dredged things up from the past. This is all in your crossing position. It's not in your future. It's already happened. It's about some kind of disappointment or some sort of sadness, a betrayal, grief, things like that. Sorry about the mower sound, if you can hear it. I just want to say, like, you've been carrying this for some time. This is why it's in the challenge position. You've been carrying this betrayal, okay? And I do think it has to do pretty directly with this devil energy and this 3 of Pentacles, okay? For some of you, that 3 of Pentacles could have to do with a job or collaborating with people and things like that. But I think for more of you, it's representing relationships that you have been in before. Here's your Temperance Angel card again. So what's on your mind at this time is celebration. And here's this. I love this. So here it is again. Very lucky when this comes up in your own reading, especially twice. It's come up twice now, Sag. That's so cool. So there's something here about you're thinking about either a new house, or you're thinking about putting down roots of some sort. Maybe you've got marriage on your mind. Maybe you're thinking about marriage. And so the Temperance can represent you thinking about that, but it can also represent a flow, you know, this nice flow of energy having to do with something you're going to be super happy about. Something's going to just flow in. And I see this on your mind, like, it's almost like for you to consider a new relationship, you're going to have something that comes in easily, something that doesn't start out like a struggle. And you know, again, hopes and fears, you're like, oh, I don't want the arguments again, I don't want the struggles. You know, if it goes there, it's just not worth it. It's going to have to come in with a lot of ease. I just dropped all my cards on the floor. I guess I'm not supposed to use this deck. Okay, we'll switch decks. That's interesting. It's almost, you know, the cards like give messages in various ways. It's almost like cards are like, if it doesn't come in easily, you're just going to drop it. You know, you're just going to be done with it. All right, underneath that, you're really afraid if you flow into some easy relationship, you're going to get trapped. And I know, because I'm Sagittarius too, being trapped is your worst fear. You know, it's like, don't ever corner a Sagittarius, because Sagittarius will come out like a wild horse, kicking and screaming. And it's not a good thing. It's never going to work for Sagittarius to feel trapped. So you've got to be in a relationship or a job or whatever where you've got a sense of independence and freedom, because you just can't function any other way. And if you force yourself to do it, you're miserable. So I'm having trouble with cards. Hold on a second. So let's clarify, if I get these cards to cooperate. Here we go. Let's clarify this Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is clarified by Page of Swords. So you're curious about what's coming in for you. So let's look at this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this has come in for you. Some sort of a jackpot, some sort of a win. If not, it's right there getting ready to come through to you. It's a boost of money. And it's clarified by the Ace of Wands. We get two aces here, guys. So Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings all over the place. And I feel like your Ace of Pentacles may have come from new ideas, which is what the Wands is all about. Very, very interesting. New ideas, new options. And that's what we're seeing here coming up in your immediate future, is the card of waiting for your ships to come in. So let's look at this for a minute. Waiting for your ships to come in, Sag. An exciting reading for you. So we got Two of Cups. Okay, twice. These cards are repeating. We've got Two of Cups twice. And you're waiting for your ships to come in. Your ships may be things coming together or a new relationship. Okay, we're seeing a lot of signs here of new love coming in for you, Sagittarius, which is very exciting. I know a lot of you liked the last reading. If you didn't see it, I'll be sure to link it at the end. So take a look. All right. Can't wait to clarify that. So let's ask, why the High Priestess? Are things going to be revealed? Like, what's coming in with this High Priestess energy? High Priestess is clarified by the Eight of Cups. So there may be something here where you're saying goodbye to something, walking away from something, but it's because you used your psychic abilities. It's like you used your intuition to get to this point. And it may be if somebody's seeking a reconciliation with you, you're like, you really saw the truth. There's a lot of truth and consequences here that I'm seeing, okay? So there's something about that, Sagittarius. Like, you said goodbye to something. Maybe the person you said goodbye to was very intuitive. So Sag, I think what's happening here is you are using your intuition and it's causing you to walk away from something or say goodbye to something. And it could be just something in your mind. It doesn't mean you have to walk away from it physically. So let's move over to the Hierophant, which is how other people are seeing you as very dedicated, very much in a state of commitment. Okay, so let's see. Very grounded, very much into your spiritual practice, your spiritual beliefs. And it's clarified by the Six of Swords. Again, these cards are repeating over and over again. So this is about you seeking peace. You know, I feel like people are seeing you as a very peaceful individual because you are very connected to the divine. You know, you're very into your spirituality. This showed up around the Sagittarius card earlier as well. You know, so we've got Six of Swords showing up twice. And Judgment. A lot of changes coming in here, but onward and upward, I think, is the big message that I'm getting here. And peace. I feel like, Sagittarius, you're really seeking peace, and other people are seeing you as a very peaceful individual. So you're a little concerned maybe about struggles at this time. So let's clarify this Five of Wands, struggles. Five of Wands is clarified by Three of Swords. This makes a lot of sense to me. So what I'm getting here is you went through some sort of separation. You said goodbye to something. There's a struggle here, and I get the sense that you don't want to do this again. There's a fear of doing, going through this whole cycle again if new love comes around, and it looks like new love is coming around for a lot of you. So your final outcome of this reading, not your entire life, is the Four of Pentacles, holding back, maybe saving money or holding back on decisions and things. And it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Really, really awesome, Sagittarius. So you're holding on to your fortune, you're holding on to your good luck and things going well for you at this time. Love this, Sagittarius, for you. Let's get some final words. Let's switch over here. Final words for Sagittarius. Amazing reading. There is so much good stuff happening here, Sag. You'll have to let me know how this resonated for you. So your final words has to do with you being in this Queen of Cups energy, this very nurturing, heartfelt sort of energy. Maybe you're a mother. Maybe you're connected to mothers in some way. Maybe you're bringing a new project to fruition because it's your baby, so to speak, right? The Queen of Cups is also very, very intuitive, which I know you Sagittariuses are very intuitive. You might be taking a break at this time, Sag. Here's the healing card, Four of Swords. I think you're backing away from any kind of dissension. Like you don't want it. Like you've been there, done that. You don't want anything that disturbs your peace. There's two very distinct cards here. This Six of Swords came up twice. Very distinctly saying that you're seeking peace. You're moving. You might even be physically moving someplace more peaceful at this time. Final words for Sagittarius. Yeah, you don't want any part of negative energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Victory card. Look at this, Sag. So you're winning. You're winning at life. You're winning at your spirituality in particular. You may have a new partner coming on the scene if you want it. The last reading that came up, if you didn't see it, was totally a love reading. I was really surprised. And you all seemed very receptive to it as well. So here it is again. There's a lot here about new partnerships, seeking love, romance. We had the Two of Cups, come up twice. We had the Three of Cups, celebration, and a lot of Sagittarius energy here. So thank you guys for being here. And I'm trying to decide if I should do an extended on this. I think I will. I think I'll take it over to the extended, and we'll look more at these partnerships and seeking peace and what this major life change is. Because there's a really when judgment comes up, it's a pretty big deal, right? So I'll take it over to the extended and we'll see what comes up. And you can access that by the link that will come up on the right side of your screen, but it's backwards to me, so it might come up over here. I'm not sure. It's the little eye. It's an eye with a circle around it, tiny, up in one of these corners, okay? And if you click that, it'll drop down the screen and it'll direct you to the extended, which is now available on Shopify as it was before for $5.55, or it's over on the extended, and that's a monthly membership. You'll see that there. Hey guys, I've done the extended. I just wanted to come back in and tell you it's amazing. You might want to look at it. It's called Love and the Gold Crayon. Okay. Thanks for being here, Sag. Love reading for you guys. Have a good one. Maybe I'll see you at the extended, okay?